if there was something else involved. I can't take a lot of delay. I want to introduce our Pastor Brandon here, who is working with our children. They're taking a break over there. Please be seated. This is our brother from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's candidating, going miles down the road. I just wanted to give him an opportunity to say hi to you so he can get back over there and do what he's been called to do. Greet the congregation, Brandon. This is Pastor Brandon Lewis.
All right. Well, good morning, Legacy Life. I am Pastor Brandon. I am all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. How many of you guys have ever heard of Oklahoma? Ever been to Oklahoma? It's one of the greatest states to wear cowboy hats. Besides Texas. We're right above Texas. But I'm excited to be here. I'll be preaching to your, if you have kids, raise both hands. If you have more than one child, raise both hands and both feet, because that's how much it costs to raise one of those kids. All of that, that's how much it takes. But I'm a kids pastor, and I'm the candidate here that we are, me and my wife have decided that we're going to apply for the kids pastor's job at this church, and we have been applying and talking to pastor, and we are excited to come to Idaho. You know, when we were looking at places to apply for, Idaho was the last place on our list. Because, well, California was first, Idaho was second. And the reason why is because this is West Coast. So I'm from the middle of the country, and we just kind of look at everybody on the outside of the country and thinking, why would you want to deal with snow up in the north? And then why would you want to deal with like earthquakes in California? So we're like, and so we were like, okay, well, we're going to apply and just see where God leads us. And God opened this door. And so we're excited to be here and just, you know, check it out. And when you get in the car, your kids might be talking about a game that they just played in kids' church. And if they smell like eggs, I'm sorry. That's just, you know, one of the benefits of going to kids' church. But I am excited about kids' church. We like to do a lot of yelling and have a great time at kids' church because that is what kids' church is about. It is supposed to be exciting. And so my vision for the kids' church is that they would come to church and they would be so excited to come to church that they would leave you in the car just so they can get to church so they wouldn't miss anything in service. So they're probably going to be telling you, hey, we got to get to church on time. And on time is at 10:30, so they'll probably want to be at church by 10:25 because those are what we want to do. You know, our kids are the future. And what do we want the future to look like? We want it to look awesome. We want it to look great, prosperous, successful. And that's what we're going to be teaching your boys and girls in kids' church, how to become those adults that believe in tithing, that believes in worshiping God, that believes in opening up a Bible and reading scripture. Because you'd be surprised how many kids don't know how to open up a Bible. Because of that app, you don't have to know where the books of the Bible are. You just go to the app and there it is. So we will actually teach, you know, the books of the Bible. And we'll talk about there's an Old Testament and the New Testament. It's an amazing concept, but most kids forget that anymore these days. Even now, I have 4 children. My 2 youngest children, you know, sometimes it shocks me because I'm a kids pastor and there are some things that I haven't taught them yet, and I'm a kids pastor. For instance, I'll be really quick. For instance, we were talking about Jonah and the well. How many of you guys have ever heard that story? So I was talking to my wife about Jonah and the well, and my 10-year-old daughter goes, "What are you talking about?" And I said, there's a Bible story where God talks about, he told Jonah to go to Nineveh. And Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh because that was a horrible place. And so instead of him going to Nineveh, he went the opposite direction and he got on this boat and there's this huge storm that came and the people threw him off the boat and he got eaten up by a big fish. And my daughter goes, "Where is that in the Bible?" And I said, "Well, there's a book called Jonah that talks about it." And she was like, "Really?" And so then I was like, "Wait a minute. Do you know your books of the Bible?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah, I know the New Testament." I was like, "Wait a minute, but there's also an Old Testament too." She goes, "Well, Dad, you never taught me the Old Testament." I was like, "Oh, failed. Parent failure right there." So those are the things that we're going to be teaching your kids. Now, the New Old Testament is not the greatest to read. It's kind of boring. I will confess it is kind of boring, but it's still there because those are the foundations that was built. That is where the 10 Commandments came from. You know, those things that we're not supposed to do that kids should learn how to do. We will talk about all that stuff. So I'm really excited about the next step for Legacy Life Kids. And thank you I can go for days. I mean, I really can. So Did I forget to say anything?
I need you to get back over there because I know they're extending a lot while you're over here. Would you applaud to this young man and welcome him?
Hey guys, I hope that video's got you all fired up. Pastor Brandon, we just want to say welcome to Legacy Life Church. What we've done is Pastor Brandon is looking to bring on some new folks that might be fired up by his ministry and what he's going to be bringing to the kids' church here. If you are somebody that's interested in helping out, we're going to put together a sign-up form. In fact, the description of this video, or if you came to this video through an email, there will be a hyperlink there that'll take you to a form that you can just put your name on. We're not going to do anything with your information or whatnot until Pastor Brandon gets here. What he'll do is he'll reach out to you and let you know what he's looking for and get you incorporated so that you can help out somewhere in the kids' ministries. So if you are interested, if it's at all something that's tickling your interests, go ahead and click the link and then just put your name and the best way of contacting you there. All right? See you guys Sunday. God bless.